Alright, there we have the Xiaomi 12X and the Google Pixel 6a. Both of these smartphones come in the range of about 450 to 500 euros, depending on where you buy them. And right here I'm recording on 1080p on 30 frames per second. So let's head on home, because today we will check out the camera, how they're doing, how the pictures look like, and how the video is gonna look like. So let's start. So the biggest difference between these two pictures, as you can see, on the Xiaomi 12X by default, the background blur is a lot better. Now, I say by default, since on the Xiaomi 12X, you can do a lot more. On this one, you can even set the blurriness to a little higher or a little lower, so you can adjust that. Now, on the Pixel 6a, you will always be stuck on the same level, and as you can see, the background blur, especially if you look at the trees and the cars in the background, it's not really there. But if we flip the camera around and we do some selfies, the pictures on the Pixel 6a, they look a lot better. Now, you see that the background blur looks a lot better on the front camera than the one I took on the Xiaomi 12X. Alright, as for the next couple of pictures, I tried the ultra wide angles and I tried to compare them to how they look when I take normal pictures. Now I've got a couple of pictures for you guys so you can really see at the difference. Now I also tried to zoom in as much as possible where the next big difference is. Now on the Google Pixel 6a you can zoom in 7 times. Now on the Xiaomi 12X you can even do it tenfold. Now I wouldn't suggest using either of them since pictures they really get blurry and you cannot use them. Now in the next picture sessions I tried to zoom in on this sunflower. It really looks nice from the far, but then I tried to zoom in as far as possible and try the macro camera. Now the Xiaomi 12X does have a macro camera, whereas the Pixel 6a does not have one. Now as for the next pictures, I just took some pictures down in the nature in our park to see how different the pictures are and how they look like. Now the pictures on the Google Pixel 6a, they got that extra oomph to it. So the greens are a little bit greener, the blues are a little bit bluer, and the ones that I took for the Xiaomi 12X, they really got a very light touch to them. Also on the Xiaomi 12X, when I'm taking normal pictures and when I'm using the ultra wide angle, it kind of seems that I lose some of the colors. Alright, now I bumped the camera resolution up to 4K and I'm recording in 60 frames per second, and it's quite windy up here on that hill. Now if you flip the camera around, you definitely see a difference in the colors of both these cameras. Now I think the pictures on the Xiaomi 12X, they look a little bit brighter and the colors are more vivid, whereas the pictures on the Pixel 6a, they look a little bit darker. Now on the Xiaomi 12X, you can also record in 8K resolution with 24 frames per second. Now the pictures really look good on this one, but you really have to have a steady hand so the pictures won't be that shaky. So this is me normally walking. On the Pixel 6a I got the default standard stabilization enabled, and on the Xiaomi 12X I got nothing. So that's how it looks right here. So let me do the next one with the stabilization on the Xiaomi 12X. So now I got the default settings on the Pixel 6a and the steady camera turned on the Xiaomi 12X. That's me normally walking. So let me try jog a little bit. Alright, okay. Alright, now I've got the active mode activated on the Pixel 6a, which is the best stabilization that you can get for heavy movements. And I've got the best or highest stabilization that you can get on the Xiaomi 12X. So let's see how good it can get. Let's turn around. Let's Alright, let's get some nighttime action going. So we see how these cameras act during the day and when the sun is out, but that's how it looks during the night. So I probably will be explaining a little bit more in the video, but that's just how it looks like when it's dark outside. Now if I turn around a little bit, you do see that the Xiaomi 12X is a little brighter than the Pixel 6a. Okay, let's have a quick selfie test, and you definitely see a huge difference in both of these cameras. Now on the Google Pixel 6a, it's a little bit, well, it's a lot brighter, so you can actually see me, whereas on the Xiaomi 12X you barely see me. I mean, I'm dark, but I'm not that dark. Now if I turn around a little bit, you still see a huge difference. But both of these cameras, they will even light up, so we check that mode out in a second. Now I turn on the front camera lights for both of these cameras, and you definitely see that the Google Pixel 6a lights up a lot more. You really can see me. Well, on the Xiaomi 12X, you see me a lot better than before, but I'm still kind of dark. Now let me turn around once again, so you see if the lights are in the back and if the lights are in the front. So that's how it looks like. Okay, now that we talked a whole lot about all of the daytime pictures and you saw some videos in the portrait mode during the day, now let's get to the nighttime. And now, as you might already see in the background, you see some pictures, and I gotta say both of these cameras take good nighttime pictures, but the biggest difference that you see is that the Xiaomi 12X is a lot darker in every picture, and the Google Pixel 6a is a lot brighter. And I mean, now you can debate if the Xiaomi 12X is a little bit more natural since it's a little darker, and the Google Pixel 6a is a little bit more unnatural since it's so bright. Now guys, I think you're not doing anything wrong with getting either of these cameras. I think both are doing great. One is a little bit brighter, one is a little bit darker, and one is definitely better during the night. Now you gotta decide for yourself. And guys, that's it for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And with that being said, I will see you in the next one.